Greetings to the 70s, welcome back to another Walk the Plank video. We're back with some more VR reviewing, bruv. All you VR heads that watch this channel will probably know that there's a new Oculus Rift coming out. It's not like the Oculus Go, right? The Oculus Go's like its own standalone. The Oculus Rift CV1, which I've got, it's an upgrade to that, alright? It's a new version of that, and guess what? You don't need sensors. Today, this video, it's a bit of a different video I'm going to do today on the channel. We're going to look at the new release footage of the Oculus Rift S and go through a review of all the specs to make sure you know exactly what's going on before you spend your hard-earned cash. And it's pretty cheap. It's cheaper than I thought it would be, that's for sure, which is good. We're going to do that to win today's video. Let's get on to it. Let's go. So, the Oculus Rift S footage has been released very recently, and the specs and stuff like that. The Oculus Rift S is going to be the upgrade to the Oculus Rift CV1, which I've got, alright? It's not like the Oculus Go, that was its own standalone sort of stuff. This is a proper upgrade from the Oculus Rift that I've got. The main things that people probably already know is you don't need sensors. I don't know how they've done it, but you don't need sensors, alright? The sensors are all integrated into it. Let's have a look, let's have a look. Remember though, if you like this video, drop a like below. Turn on those post notifications, make sure they're all on. And if you're into top-notch VR content, we do a lot of funny moments over here. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. So here it is, the Oculus Rift S is official. It's a 1440p LCD. Better lenses, 5 camera inside out tracking, which I'm guessing is this. These little cams, I'm guessing right here. A Halo strap, all for $399. I thought it was going to be in the 700 sort of mark. So I'm pretty excited, you know. I'm going to try my hardest to save up. You know how broke your boy is right now. If you want to help me out, you want to see some footage of this Oculus Rift S when it comes out. Patreon is in the description. Chip in a little bit if you can, you know, if you want to see these videos, because your boy broke. Your boy broke. The controllers look different as well. Here's the normal controllers, which we got right here. See the normal Oculus Rift controllers, the CV1 ones. They've taken this top part off, and the trigger's now like on the bottom bit here, which no, it looks they look lighter. I preferred these to the HTC Vive, because you know the HTC Vive ones they're bulky. They're like giant ice cream cones. So that looks pretty good. Let's have a little read up here. Amidst GDC in 2019, today Facebook announced a new version of the Oculus Rift called Rift S. Its price is $399 and will release this spring. Yeah, this spring, man. I need to save. I need to save quick. Rift S replaces the original Rift. Apps and games are fully compatible between both, just like the original Rift S is powered by your gaming PC, so should work on both the Oculus PC Store and other stores like Steam. It is connected to your PC, but you don't need sensors. Updated screen and lenses. The original Rift uses dual pentile OLED panels for a total resolution of 2160 by 1200. Rift S replaces this with a single LCD panel. Oh, it's a single one, alright. With a resolution of 2560 by 1440p, the same panel used in the Oculus Go standalone, which I like. I do like the resolution in the Oculus Go. That's roughly 40% more pixels, and each pixel now has 3 sub-pixels instead of just 2. So it's roughly 40% more pixels than the Oculus Rift that I've got now. And the Oculus Rift is clear. It's clear as hell. So this is going to be ultra clear. This provides a higher detail image and reduces screen door effect, which our VR heads we always hate. We don't want screen door. We don't like screen doors. However, you don't get the deep black of OLED since LCD displays use a backlight. The refresh rate is 80 Hz compared to the 90 Hz of the original. It's 80 Hz, not 90. Why is that? But we didn't notice a difference. Alright, who cares then, right? Arguably, the main flaw of the Rift was the God rays in the lenses, which occurred in high contrast scenes. Rift S uses the next generation lens technology introduced in Go, which almost entirely eliminates this issue. There's no word on field of view just yet, but expect it to be similar to other Oculus headsets. Right, so the field of view on the Oculus Go is definitely tighter than the Oculus Rift that I've got now. The Oculus Rift is sort of like this. The Oculus Go is sort of like that. Alright, that's technical terms right now. Like that and like that. Hopefully it's not going to be like the Go. I doubt it. It's going to be more like the Oculus Rift. But there's no word on the field of view yet, so they could surprise us and come out with something major, you know, like the Primax. I think it's the Primax 4K. It's like back here. Like real life, you know. Your real life field of view is somewhere back here. This is the bit I'm looking forward to. Insight, inside-out tracking. 5 cameras in the headset. Because at the moment, for people that don't know, Oculus Rift, you've got sensors. You've got like sensors you have to plug into your PC. They've only got a certain distance. You know, you can get extenders and stuff, but you basically have to put sensors around your room. This one, you don't need them. I have no idea. My mind just blows up when I try and think how they've done that. But the Rift that I've got now uses external USB sensors for positional tracking. They were difficult to set up and you needed to buy a third for a full 360 room scale, which I did. I did have to do that. Like the upcoming Oculus Quest standalone, Rift S instead uses onboard cameras for inside-out tracking. I can't wait to try this. We're going to look at the Insight videos in just a sec. However, whereas the Quest uses 4 cameras, Rift S uses 5, and they're in different positions, 2 in front, 1 on each side, and 1 on top. This should provide a wider controller tracking range than Quest and should eliminate many dead spots. Oh, hell yeah. Let's have a look at the little video that they got here.
Over the last 3 years, the Oculus team has built...
Look at that. Look at the new controllers. Look awesome. They're basically the Rift CV1 controllers, but they're like upside down, like the pads here now. That's gonna... I reckon that's gonna be better. I reckon that's gonna be better.
Inside-out tracking technology. That's what we call Oculus Insight.
Oculus Insight.
Insight uses 4 ultra-wide-angle sensors and advanced...
Well, there's 5 now. This is the Insight VR positional tracking system. This is in 2018. This is before the Oculus S came up with the 5, just to put one better than what they were saying.
Now, let's take a look at how Insight works.
Yeah, I really want to know how Insight works, mate, to be quite fair with you. I really want to know how it works, because my mind boggles.
It uses the 4 wide-angle sensors on the headset to look for edges, corners, and pretty much any distinct feature in the environment. It then builds a 3-dimensional map that looks like a sparse point cloud. These are the green and blue dots that you see here.
That's so cool.
It combines this map with gyroscope and accelerometer input and generates a very precise estimate of your head position.
That's the smartest thing I've ever seen in my life. It knows where your furniture is. It's like echo technology. It's like a little dolphin on your head.
Every millisecond. Insight is a very flexible and robust system. It relies on all the different features in the environment for tracking. So floors and ceiling, walls, rugs.
It even knows where rugs are.
Fixtures, curtains, you name it. And even furniture. Now, this flexibility is important.
Don't screw the furniture. It knows where your rug is. It knows that you're stepping on a rug and when you're about to step off of it.
Particularly
That's crazy AI right there.
Like, for example, a room with a super shiny floor or with bare white walls with no texture, with nothing on them. And we've tested Oculus Insight in hundreds of different home spaces. And we're going to continue to do that to fine-tune it over time. Now, many of you have built room-scale experiences for Oculus Rift. Oculus Insight goes beyond room scale, and it works in much larger...
Beyond room scale right now. Holy hell.
Much larger spaces without any external sensors. Oculus Insight also powers the Guardian system on Oculus Quest. Just like on Rift, Guardian is what helps keep you safer while you're in VR. And Oculus Insight supports multi-room Guardian. So, I love this guy. So, you can easily take your headset to different parts of your home, your friend's home, or your office, and it will remember the Guardian setup for each of those spaces.
Dude, that's awesome. That is awesome. How smart is that? You can go into different rooms and it just goes, oh, I remember this room now. Next time you go in there, oh yeah, it's your friend John's room. Alright, yeah. I know John well. I remember him from last time. You had a good old time on that VR porn. When we tried Asgard's Wrath, controller tracking was very fluid, and we were even able to reach behind our back to grab the shield. When we played Stormland, we were able to grab a part of a wall behind us to shoot in the opposite direction while hanging. The controllers are essentially identical to the original Oculus Touch, but with the tracking ring on the top instead of the bottom. This lets the IR LEDs inside the rings be seen by the headset. Ah, yeah, so... Alright, yeah, so that makes more sense. So they can see them better like that, because if they're like that, you know, your hand and that's in the way, they might not be able to see through it. You want fluidity in your VR games, alright? These exact same controllers are used on the Quest, yes. Oh, they're the Quest controllers too. Yeah, they're a lot better. They look cool as well. They look a bit like a Xenomorph with its big back thing coming out its head. Right, so the strap on this thing is a Halo strap. Whereas the Rift uses a semi-rigid strap, Rift S uses a much bulkier, rigid Halo system similar to PlayStation VR, like the one that goes over the tap. We found it to be noticeably step up in comfort, balancing pressure well across the head. That's what you want. You don't want to start getting headaches. Facebook partnered with Lenovo to bring this strap design in the Rift. This could be because Lenovo licensed the patent from Sony. Oh yeah, everyone's copying off each other. However, it is not a heavier headset overall, with the new strap making it fit less easily into luggage or storage. The nose gap has also been redesigned, so you'll no longer see much light from the real world coming from below. Oh yeah, you can see there. You can see on this picture that they haven't gone with the Oculus Rift, which is it's basically just like a bit of foam there. They've gone for more like looks like this slick alien design, a bit like goggles and a mask, like scuba gear. It looks like that sort of material that's just gonna like paste over your nose so you can't see as much light coming through. That's good. You don't want to break immersion, you know? Like PSVR, Rift S's lenses are fixed in position instead of hardware adjustment. You enter your IPD in software, so you don't have to start scrolling it back and forward to find your right thing. You just do it through the software itself. This will correct scale issues, but unfortunately people with a very narrow or wide IPD will still experience blur and other visual issues. So if your eyes are too close together or too far apart, you're Straight pipe audio. The Rift features integrated headphones. These were removable but used a non-standard connector, so you couldn't use your own headphones. Rift S removes those headphones and instead features the same audio system as Go and Quest. Now, audio on the Go is amazing. I mean, other people can hear the game audio as well in the room, so if you're playing a game with friends, like on the Oculus Go, you can hear it when you haven't got the headset on, you know, so people can watch, and they can also hear the game while they're watching you play it, which is good. Yeah, the Oculus Go, I do like the Oculus Go headset. Sound is piped through the side straps directly to your ears. Having nothing against your ear makes sound feel more natural and lets you hear others around you. Yeah, lets you hear your friends too. That's good, I like it. The downside is it can be heard by others in the room and the audio quality may be lower. I like that. I think that's a plus. That's a plus for me. You want people in the room, if they're watching you, you know, you want them to hear the game volume too. The new Guardian Pass-Through Plus, which he was talking about before, the Rift setup process involved tracking out Guardian boundaries without wearing the headset. These boundaries appeared in VR where you get near them but couldn't be seen during setup and had to be redone if sensors were moved. Now and again, my sensors are falling. I've had to redo that, so that'll be good. Rift S featured a proprietary technology, pass-through mode Facebook calls Pass-Through Plus. This uses computer vision algorithms to deliver stereo-correct pass-through. Although the view is black and white, not color, it can be activated at any time in the dash. Pass-Through Plus is integrated into the new Guardian system. You now set up Guardian by drawing the bounds inside Pass-Through Plus, and if you walk outside the bounds in VR, Pass-Through Plus will auto activate so you don't bump into things. Oh, cool. All right, so it's working with you a little bit. The technology's working with you a little bit now. to stop you from punching the walls like I normally do. I've got so many bruises on my knuckles from boxing games. Right, so here we go. The PC requirements and the cables. You want to know what requirements you need for your PC, whether you can run this or not, alright? Despite having a higher resolution display than the Rift S maintains the same CPU and GPU requirements as the Oculus Rift. The one I've got, the old version. That's likely because it uses a similar default render resolution. Whereas the Rift uses a 4-meter HDMI cable, Rift S uses a longer 5. Yes! Yeah, we want longer cables, mate. Thank you. 5-meter cable with a DisplayPort end. Just like Rift, you'll need one USB 3 port for the headset too, but since there's no sensors anymore, which I love, that's the only USB port you'll need. So you only need one USB 3 port now. You won't have to get, like I did for the Oculus Rift, I had to get a USB 3 docking station to be able to fit all my sensors into it too. Don't need that, just need one. There's a mini DisplayPort adapter in the box for laptops. There's no word on virtual link support yet. There may be an adapter in the future. Hell yeah. That's it. Oculus Rift S, longer cable, better controllers, better resolution. No need for sensors. You've got the sensors already in there. Got a more comfortable strap, and the technology in this thing, confusing to me because it's so... It's high tech. That's definitely high tech. And all for a low price of $399. Now, it's still a lot of money, but a lot lower than I thought it was going to be. So, yeah. If you want to see some Oculus Rift S videos on my channel in the spring, and you have a bit of free cash, Patreon in the description. Or you can come to my live streams Monday to Friday at 6 PM UK time. Donate a little. It'll go straight into a savings account for the Oculus Rift S, so I can bring you as many videos as you want when it comes out. Hopefully you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Make sure to like the video, and I will see you in the next one for some more VR funny moments. Peace out.